Hi, welcome to our book club meeting. The book that we read is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay, so, did you know that this book's actually considered to be a trilogy?
Yeah.
There's several other books.
Okay, why'd you do this?
Because, when I was reading about it, they put it in quotes and they said that it was the first of 5 books in a trilogy. So I was like, do you guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is trilogy a general term of just more coming?
No,
or?
I think what it meant was there's 2 other books that, what it was, I think maybe it just helped onto the story, but really there's 3 main books that continue the story.
Oh,
There's
so
2
kind
other
of
books
like
that
Star
like,
Wars, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
Star Wars, the first trilogy, and then they made the prequels.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
I wonder.
I wonder.
I wonder if they made it like Star Wars with a different order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder, I would be pretty interested in reading them too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if they'd be like actually hang on to the story because
Yeah, 'cause
I found it was there was a lot going on. So.
Yeah. I would want to know what happens next, and
Yeah.
all the after. But what you guys think about the plot? As in
I don't like it.
plot structure. Was it like high tension? Like I found it was high tension right off the bat, and then it started to go down, and then it went back up again.
No, for me it just like went straight up and then just slowly dipped down.
Yeah.
And it never went back up. So far. It just kept on going down.
I
That's just
haven't
my
finished the
taste.
end. I don't know if Randy wants to tell us that tension.
Well,
for
there was a
season
lot.
two.
There was a lot that happened at the end.
Yeah.
But Randy, did you really enjoy the end?
Yeah, it was good. There was like a lot happening and new characters and a whole bunch of different stuff that you didn't know at the start. So it like somehow flowed, but like
It was unexpected.
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah. I definitely like books like that. Especially books that. Where did you find? How do we start now? What did you? The climax. Do you think it was? Was it worth it to read up until the climax or
Yeah, but I found it was like you said, it was like different.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of climaxes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of action going on. He went to different planets, and a lot of things happened in between. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of problems and solvings and all that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Usually when it's a book, there's a climax and there's one problem, one big problem.
Yeah.
They try to solve it, and by the end they do or they don't.
And usually those books, you know the problem
Yeah.
at the start, but
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And this book is kind of a guessing. sort
yeah, it
of
was
Yeah.
like
left you
mysterious
hanging.
one.
Yeah.
Because
didn't
you
know
can
what
always
was gonna happen.
kind of guess and predict what you think will happen, but this one every time you predict it it went completely the other way.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I found.
So many things going on at once.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the aliens? They were definitely smarter than
Yeah.
Obviously.
But do you think that I'm not a very good reader, so I wasn't able to catch on. Was it were they actually naturally were they smarter than us because of education, their own planet or whatever, their type of education,
Yeah.
or computers?
No, everything.
Yeah?
It's like all of the above.
Was it computers that were making them smarter, that was helping their brain
Well,
out?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wait.
They were their mind was just.
More
I don't
I
know.
wouldn't know.
explain
I don't
it.
know if they were smarter than us or they were just there for longer.
Yeah, that's
Probably
what
experience has
yeah.
something to do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. My parents are always saying oh, you kind of learn, you're smarter than you are now than when I was your age. And, I can kind of guess that every generation they
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
get smarter
These
and
things
smarter.
changed and
They've
Yeah.
just had
It's just
more
experience.
generations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I found.
But
But when you think
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I finished our reading schedule in a few days. Did anyone follow the reading schedule? Because
Well, I'm currently following. I
I'm
kind
still
of
following.
I think I went ahead a little bit.
yeah.
I went. I
Well, you
finished
did.
it.
Yeah, Randy finished them.
Yeah, I
When
got.
did you finish it?
I finished it 10 days after it was assigned or something. Because I started reading it to schedule, but I really, really enjoyed it. I found there was a lot going on, so
Yeah, there's no
I didn't
pause.
rush through, but I
You couldn't put it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Do-
It was that kind
Do
of
you
book.
find that there was like no real place where like you can pause? You know, it's like, oh, okay, there's a pause in the
Yeah,
story.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
tomorrow and the next
like-
day when you open it, it's just like, oh, what happened? And you have to read back and you want to get
Yeah.
right back into the action.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you like.
And like,
Yeah, we can't really do that 10-page thing. 'Cause, like
Yeah.
at the 10 pages, like, and the killer is type of thing.
Yeah,
It's
and
on the
then-
next
and then-
page.
Yeah, it's on. You always think it's gonna be on the next page. You just keep reading.
and then you read that, and then keep going, and there's
Yeah.
another one gonna come in, like
Yeah.
another like. 10
I sort of followed the schedule, but not strictly. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like leaning, like when I wanted to read and when I was like tired, I just
Yeah,
put it down.
exactly.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I don't know about you guys, but like, I mean, like this Mr. Caroling project actually like is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like doing these books instead of him just like assigning one book to the whole class.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. I think
It's like a lot of fun.
I really enjoyed Beowulf, and like I really enjoyed this book too.
And they're very different.
Yeah, they're really different.
They're
Yeah.
really different books.
Like one Beowulf, like
Beowulf
gets himself-
controls everything around
Yeah.
him and him.
Yeah, himself too. Yeah, he
Yeah.
controls everything. Like understand
Well,
what's gonna happen.
to a certain extent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. But like in this book, like
It was
seemed as
different.
if-
It was
yeah.
like a completely different book.
yeah.
Oh, but I gotta say, comparing to like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy book and movie and the Beowulf book and movie,
Can't see me.
I don't know. I just found that the Beowulf movie just completely blew.
You saw the Beowulf movie?
What do you
Yeah,
mean by that?
it just sucked
There
compared to
were
the book.
like 4 different ones.
Yeah.
No, the really high animated one, it was just completely sucked compared to like the Hitchhiker's Guide book to the movie. That was better than the Beowulf book to the
Yeah.
high
But
animated.
what did you think about the characters in the book? In the movie?
Which
Were they like badly
Hitchhikers?
placed?
Yeah.
No.
They're
They
good.
They were
played their
accurate?
part. Yeah, they played their part.
Oh, that's good.
Not the best, but they played their part.
Yeah, but you just have to, it's basically just to get you to understand.
It's
And
hard
there's a
to,
lot,
like,
yeah, there's a lot of like,
Transfer a book into a movie. It's
Yeah.
really hard to do
yeah,
that.
there's a lot of detail and like stuff that like you can really like you can't really just skim by, you know. So they had to like I guess fixate on certain points compared to others.
I've read like a lot of books, and to be honest, it was kind of odd since the world started to blow up in the first like chapter.
Yeah.
I like the fact how it started you right into the action. Like you didn't have to wait like
Yeah,
All
exactly.
Yeah, it kind of got you like focus.
And I like
Your
how
attention.
I like how Arthur was the narrator, so it, like really got you into the action, like interact with the reader.
you do realize that's in a lot of books.
Yeah, but I still liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like
guessing
a
it's your
first
favorite.
person,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
I like first person also.
On Devin's point, it usually takes like 6 chapters before you actually
Yeah.
get into any
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
action.
and like some books, it's at the end of the book where you actually have like all the action.
Exactly.
I found it good that it started quickly, but it was also like hard to like understand what was going on because it was really fast at the start.
And I was
Yeah,
lost in the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Like-
read it over like 4 times.
Yeah, but once you like finally understand it, I found like
It was well
really,
written.
yeah, you have to like a few times to understand it, but once you do, it's like good.
I don't know. In the beginning of the book, for me, it was kind of like hard to get into, but then after a few chapters, things were just easier to read because I finally understood everything was going on.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's right,
Yeah.
Randy?
Yeah, because at the beginning I was like very confused, like I didn't know what was going on, so I had to reread it, and then like as I went on, I understood the flow of the book, and like things started making
Yeah.
sense to me.
It was like written differently from other books. It's like all about.
Yeah, there's like different like planets and different like weird names and all that, so it like got you confused.
I just found the weird names kind of fun because actually, the writer actually thought of it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think
Clever.
about?
It was a unique book.
What'd you think about the protagonist?
Arthur.
Well, I don't know. He was okay. It's just I don't know. I've read a lot of books, and I think like he could have been a bit better. That's just my opinion. But what about you, Randy?
I liked it because like it would be how we would probably act if we
Yeah,
figured
that's
out
true.
the world would blow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Because nobody would be like, oh, okay.
But I found like he didn't really take himself in out of a lot of situations because he's kind of powerless, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't have kind of things just happen because they happened. He didn't really change much.
Yeah, usually in other books, like protagonist has some kind of power. This guy is
Well,
just
not
like,
not powers, but he can do something. He can
do
change.
something.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
Yeah.
He's just along for the ride.
Yeah, because he was.
But he did
He's a-
change as a person.
Yeah,
He
that's
changed from being
Yeah.
like human,
just like
on
in
Earth.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like in Beowulf, where Beowulf becomes a better person at the end of like his
Yeah, but, like,
adventures.
Usually the protagonists have control, have like the power to like change something outside of themselves. In
Yeah.
this story, it's changing himself,
Yeah.
which is I don't know. That's not my preferable story.
I still really liked him though. Like I found he did his, like as a narrator and like bringing us through the book, he did his part really well. He's a good protagonist. Like probably not the best, but still made you understand the story. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's what it's all about.
I like the invention that they had where you put the thing in your ear and you could understand any
Oh,
other
yeah.
language.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
If we
There's-
had that,
yeah.
No
It's,
French class.
yeah.
whoa.
I like French class. But yeah.
I like English class.
Easy
Yeah.
to understand. Yeah.